Hey, my name's James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to give you an update on the Leasehold Reform Bill. It's been having committee hearings in the last week and this is a big update. You see, we've had lots of leasehold reform discussions on this channel. In fact, the most popular videos are related to this. So clearly lots of you want to know what's going on with this. And in this video, I'm going to talk today about ground rent in particular, because that's what they've been discussing this week. So before we jump into this, as always, if you could smash that subscribe button over there and hit the bell notification. We're on the way to 20,000 subscribers now, so I really appreciate everyone that does that. Help me get there a little bit faster. Smash the like button or tickle the like button. Do something to the like button over there. That really helps us with the YouTube algorithm. It gets us more views on the content. And every time you do that, you're really helping the channel, so I really appreciate it. And with this video, as with all the other leasehold ones, could you share this? Maybe share it on your Facebook, your Instagram, WhatsApp it to people that you know that have got leaseholds, because we want to get the word out on what's happening. This is really going to change a lot of people's lives, this stuff. So, what's going on? Well, the Conservatives are trying to get leasehold reform through before the election. They see it as a vote getter. Labour have come out and said if they get into power this year, they will abolish leasehold. Now, a lot of people don't really get how that could possibly work. It's quite complicated, the leasehold thing. But either way, whatever party is in power, we're going to see improvements this year. Now, what's interesting is when they talk about these things, often they just talk about it and it takes months or years between hearings. But we've had quite a lot of meetings about this. They've had 3 or 4 discussions now on committee hearings, and things really are moving forward. So the key things are that they're going to abolish leaseholds on houses. So on new build houses, around 10% of new build houses were leasehold. They've already started, developers already aren't doing these as much anymore. And so around 1% of new build houses are leasehold currently, and they're going to outrule that. Now, if you already own a leasehold house, it won't change, unfortunately. It's for new build houses. So that's going to be an interesting one for sure. What else is ground rent? If you currently pay ground rent, which in the committee hearing they were saying some people are paying as much as £8,000 a year in ground rent to the freeholder, which is insane. That's like more than normal rent in some places. I've got a house up north, we're getting £675 for the whole house. Imagine if you had to pay your mortgage and then £800 roughly a month, which is absolutely insane. And this is why this is being looked at in the first place. Now, currently, if you extend your lease, the ground rent is abolished. What they're talking about doing in this committee hearing is abolishing all ground rent and making it all a peppercorn. This is what they're trying to get through at the moment. Now, they have people going up against them. So the freeholders have got their legal teams in these committee hearings now, and they are challenging this and trying to stop this to happen. So who knows how it's going to go, but it might get a compromise. We might get that you can't increase ground rents anymore, or that they halve or something like that, or there's a maximum charge. So this is going to be interesting to see how that works. But ground rent is definitely something that they're looking to turn into peppercorn, which basically means zero. Extensions of leases. So with lease extensions, they're looking to go from 90 years to 990 years. I don't know why it's not 999 or 1,000, but it isn't. It's going from 90 years to 990 years. That means that effectively you'll only have to extend your lease once in your lifetime, unless you're planning to live to 1,000. I don't think I will, but you're not going to have to keep doing it. That's important, very, very important. And so that will get you closer to being like the freehold. And so you'll have a lot more power. Next is service charges. So service charges, a lot of you in the comments are really appalled at the costs with your service charge. They're very, very expensive in some places. And what happens is the management companies, they're able to make a massive commission with the insurance that they get for the building. Because of that, they don't have an incentive to find you the best price. So a lot of management companies are not getting you the best price on the insurance, so the insurance premium is significantly higher, and they could be getting as much as 30% as a commission. That's getting abolished. It means that when they now have to extend your insurance, they will just get a fee for doing so, a flat fee. I don't know how much. Let's just say, for argument's sake, 500 quid to extend the block insurance. That means that you should, two things, save on service charge fees. Also, you should get better deals. They've got less incentive in that instance to go for the most expensive one that gives them the best commission. So hopefully they'll start shopping around. Now, also with service charges, you can now chat. Once this goes through, you'll be able to challenge the service charge. You'll be able to ask for more transparency, because a lot of, again, management companies, they get their builders in and the builder puts their bit on top. They get commissions for referring. Again, no incentive to find you a good, cheap, quality person. Interesting here. And so this is going to be really good with the service charges. Next is the big thing, is the marriage value. So I get challenged on this in the comments a lot. I'm often told that they're not talking about marriage value in this committee hearing. They are. They're not using the language marriage value or the terminology. They're not using that word. They're talking about making it significantly cheaper to extend your lease. So they're just going to be making it significantly cheaper. Now, they gave an example, which I've shared on my blog, which I'll put below, where you can go and see the example from the government website. And that example showed that the extension of a lease was around half of the cost that it is today. It's still not going to be free, still going to be thousands of pounds, but half is significantly better. Also, when you get that half, when you extend it, when you now have a 990-year lease, that's going to increase the value slightly of that leasehold property. More attractive for a buyer to buy if you've done that and they know that they haven't got to do that in the future. How marriage value currently works is, let's just say you have a 100k house. It's worth 100k with a long lease, but you've got a short lease, which is less than 80 years. Now the property is worth less. So let's say it's worth 70k. What they look at, they say, well, if you extend the lease, it's going to be worth 100k again. So the difference here is 30k. Right, so we've got 30k costs. Now, what we do here to work the extension costs at the moment is you have to pay half of that, 15k. So in this instance, just to add 30k in value would cost you £15,000 to extend the lease. Now, imagine if you had a flat in Chelsea, where if you extended that lease, it could add hundreds of thousands of pounds. Let's just say it added 500 grand in value extending that lease, which is possible. It's going to cost you 250 grand in this market to extend that lease. That is not good. It probably will still be very expensive to extend that kind of lease, but it could be 100 grand, which is significantly lower than what we've got today. So the new stuff this week, to really sum this up, is the ground rent. They're starting to talk about in these committee hearings now, abolishing ground rent. That's good, positive movement forward, and that is great news for leaseholders. So do share this news with other friends and leaseholders. Maybe you live in a freehold property or a leasehold property. Share this with other people in the block. They need to know what's going on. Do smash the like button. We've got a guide on the leasehold reform as well. I'm going to put the ebook below, so do grab that. And if you're interested in property investing, we've got a new program called The Fundamentals of Property Investing. It's less than 50 quid. I'm going to link it below. Go and grab it before the price goes up. So do that now and check that out. Check out all the other content on my channel, including this video right here.